pick, you're always going to have like a slight regret to be thinking like, well, should I have done this? You know, like if you prioritizing yourself, you start thinking about, well, should I have given my family that time? Like, am I going to get that time back with them? Like, especially like when they pass, you really start hitting it, and it really start playing on your mind. Like, damn, like, did I really have to spend that hour doing such and such, or could I have given that hour to them? You know, but then at the same time, it's just like, if I do give it to them, you know, like 10, 5, 4, whatever time pass from now, like, will I be sitting in that same spot thinking to myself, damn, I wish I would have invested that hour in me, because I would be a lot like, so it's whatever way you take, like, you're going to have those thoughts. So it's really just a mindset at that time. And it's really, I think you kind of got to sit down with yourself and determine, what do you want out of your life, and what do you need to happen for that life that you're dreaming for to occur. Like, whatever steps you need to take, that's how you kind of gotta navigate your life from there. And those around you are just gonna have to understand, because you're on the path. Like, they might not see the road or understand the path that you're on, but they just have to trust the fact that this is the path I'm walking, and I continue to walk this path until I can't walk it no more.
You preach, my nigga. Church. Yeah. Really.
No, I've been really thinking about this for a minute though. Like, for like hardcore time, like I've been really like breaking it down. Like, at least for like, I ain't gonna hold you, I've been thinking about this for like at least the like last 2.5 years. Because I remember even having this conversation with Mark before he died. And I asked him, and I was just like, look, bro, like, do you feel like I pour too much into people around me over being selfish? And his response, and he was like one of the realest people like we met. Like, he just gonna give it to you authentic. And he'd be like, yeah, at times, yeah. He was just like, would I want you to pour more into yourself? Yeah, be more selfish. But at the same time, I know that's the type of heart you have, so you're gonna give to people around you. But at the same time, I do want you to be like, more so, fuck it. This is me. Like, I'm worried about me. This is all about me. And like, when I get to everybody is when I get to them, you know, like, but I'm finally moving into that space where I'm just like, I don't want to say I'm seeing the end of the light, but like, I know I'm not in my 20s no more. I'm in my 30s, and it's only getting harder and harder. Like, I'm not getting younger. Like I could be in the gym all I want, you know, trying to maintain this body, but like, at a certain point, this shit gonna deteriorate. Like, it's best for me to work now these hours while I'm still youthful and want to do it, as opposed to when I'm older and I'm gonna be like, that was a young man's game, you know. Like,
nigga, look. This is how we gonna crystallize and encapsulate, right? I feel you so much. Here's what the truth and the reality of that motherfucker is, because 30 is a magic period of your 30s, because it's your mature 20s. You know what I mean? Still got enough for 20 in you, but you know the stakes is high. Straight there. So stakes gonna get the, you know what I mean? You got it again. You fucked up the first time when you had all this energy and all that. You got it again, but ain't gonna be a third. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, it ain't gonna be no, yeah. If I'm still in the same boat I am in my 30s and my 40s, that I know, like I'm gonna have to take off this road. I'm gonna have to find a new path to walk down, because it's not gonna happen the way I intended it to happen. And like, that do play in the back of my mind as well, because it's just like, all right, well, you've been having these dreams and goals since you was a teenager. Like, you played around a little bit in your 20s. You were serious, but then you wasn't serious. Now it's time to really just lock in and just really focus. Like, take every lesson that you experienced, every good, bad experience that you went through, and just put that to use. You know, like how you said with the 30s. Like, I do feel like the 30s is like the 20s plus. It's like the Super Saiyan version of the 20s, because you got some of the energy of the 20s, but you got the wisdom that you didn't have in the 20s to capitalize on things. So it's just like simple mistakes that you went through. Like, you were able to see clear, like, you know what, I've been through that before, so I already know how to navigate that. Or I know, you know what, that's not really for me. You know, like, even like certain situations or certain environments that people are trying to put me at or try to invite me to, I can just be like, you know what, I can sit back and be like, you know what, I don't need to be there. Like, it's nothing there that served me or that's going to benefit me from getting there. Like, I only see the downside of me. All right, for like instance, like one of my friends, And well, I'm using friend, but that's really a loose term, friend. Like he just more so an associate I know from around the way, but like he be into some stuff, you know, some stuff that I shouldn't be into, you know, at this age in my life, you know. And he invited me out to join him with him. And like typically when I'm with him, it's always a good time. I never had a bad time anytime I chill with boy. But every time I chill with boy, it is some shit that always pop up. Like, you know, whether that's us being pulled over, you know, baby mama busting out the car. So it's always some extra stuff. Like with boy. So I just knew like when he invited me out, I was just like, ah, you know, it's been a minute, but at the same time, where I'm at now and what I'm trying to do, linking up with you, I can only see the downside of it. I can't see the benefits or the perks of me and you hanging out and how that would benefit me further. Like I can only see how that's going to hinder me, you know. And even in a situation like that, I kind of got to start thinking like I'm starting to not only prioritize my time, but prioritize the people I spend my time with or who I engage with. Like I'm not even like some calls. I'm not even taking certain calls and texts from friends at certain times because I just know the type of time they on is on some BS shit or they just want to talk about shit that really I can't get my attention to. Like I know one of my best friends, like he gonna kill me, but dude called me like 10 times this week and he been wanting to go talk about the young Dolph situation. And like, yeah, I can feel sympathetic, but it don't do me nothing to have a hour, 2 hour conversation about young Dolph. Like when I got plenty of stuff to do. Like I gotta write, I gotta plan stuff for flyer mile. I wanna sleep, I wanna work out. Like having this 2 hour conversation really serves me no purpose outside of having this 2 hour conversation. Like, so I'm gonna hit you when I hit you. Like, man.
That's a big
Man,
that's a big
yeah.
some fly shit on the same type time, you know what I mean, where my space is concerned. I probably like maybe a couple of weeks ago, I had a phone call from somebody she was going through it, you know what I mean? Like, and she, you know what I mean? But I expressed to her, I'm like, I don't have the space for this. Like, I went somewhere where there was like audio distractions and stuff that was going on around me so that, you know, you can hear something in the absence of my voice because I'm like, yo, like, even with this, I only have a space of time before I have to go back. I think so. I ain't got the space for that. I can give you a space. Here goes like a little nugget, but you know what I mean? It ain't like it was before. You know what I mean? And that was somebody at one point we would have like several hour conversations like on in, and sometimes we're not even saying that. You know what I mean? But different seasons.
Oh, that's real. Cause even that, I'm kind of monitoring like how long I hold conversations with people. Like even like with my nearest and dears, like it's just be like, all right, like you know, like I can be talking to like you or Shad, for instance, like, and if it run up too long, I'll be like, all right, well, I gotta get off the phone, like, you know,
Yeah.
I can just sit on the phone, like I can just count the time I'm just passing, and in the back of my mind, I'm just like, no, I could be using this to do this, and this, like, man, that's gonna agitate me if I don't do this, and this today, like.
I feel you.